first down. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. 2nd and 1. Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4, and it'll be 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
After the run, here's 2nd and 8 from the 27. Here's 2nd and 8. And this is Cook with a grab. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Buying time to his left. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
14 yards is
it
the
was
pickup.
bullshit. You should have fumbled when you got hit in the air.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now back to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Got a man open, it's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And some room to maneuver.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole? Setting up that big-time return. Yardage that we won't even account for in the box score may help them win the game.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Johnson's got it complete. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 17-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a first down throw.
I missed through that. I shouldn't have thrown that ball. That was my mistake. And, yep, he's taking that back to the house because none of my guys are going to catch him.
He's at the 40, past the 20, and he'll score.
It works.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On 2nd down, Johnson. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. 21-3 is your score after 1. This is Martin. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way. But that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. So they will go.
I threw the ball. I threw the fucking ball, man. I hit the button and everything. No, I hit the fucking button. It should have let me throw the ball right there. Yeah, see? You weren't there yet. The fuck I do, Deacon? Shut up. I threw the fucking ball.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Oh my god, dude.
Incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Didn't mean anything by it, dude.
Come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And this time he's got
You
the
slow
hookup.
piece of
It's
shit,
complete.
dude. Like, I don't have anybody else that's
What I
faster.
love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness.
My god, dude. Coleman, you need to knock that down, buddy.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's got it. Touchdown.
My god,
Saints.
dude. My guys would have dropped that
Kenny
shit.
Galladay.
Your guys catch
His
it.
third
It's so
touchdown
stupid.
now on the year.
I don't care if he's got
The
red zone threat.
Saints
Even if my dude had red zone threat, he still would have dropped it.
Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown.
When I
as you'll
say
ever
that,
see right
I
there.
mean that.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game.
My dudes would have dropped that fucking ball.
Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per...
Under pressure, and they
I
got
threw the fucking ball. Throw the goddamn ball, Stafford. That's it. You're done. I'm gonna have to release your dumbass and take the fucking cap hit. Throw the fucking ball. That's all you have to do.
If I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Flushed out right.
I threw the fucking ball, dude. I hit triangle. He was wide open.
Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th.
My guys
sack
don't
of the
want to get rid of
season.
it. I don't know how many times I gotta hit fucking triangle. Throw the fucking ball.
When they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback.
And then Marvin Jones drops it. Yep, that's exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. My dudes will drop it. It doesn't matter. If that was your dude, he would have caught it.
Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides,
My dude would have dropped it.
no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
And I bet if there was one where my dude was draped all over you, your guy would catch it. Guarantee fucking it. And if it happens in this game, then you need to admit it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Threw it to the wrong dude.
Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And
My
they'll
God,
have it in
dude.
the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, 4 down. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. You got it.
They're going to look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devon Kennard charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11.
Watch the screen. 26 Mike, 26 Mike.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
It's a loss of 2 there,
I don't know,
bringing
you
up
have so many
2nd
fucking
down.
secret stars on your thing.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going up.
What?
Johnson, and it's
Oh my god, that
intercepted.
is fake, dude.
Good position.
He had his
Picked
back
off.
completely turned and caught that?
Score.
What?
Touchdown, New Orleans. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while
Fucking
since
Madden
I've seen the team
bailing
struggle
out.
this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and
He
come
is
out
at
and
the
start
end.
the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
It's fucking fake, dude. No, at the end of the day, that was fake. He shit. Okay, so he's got, so his head fucking, he did some exorcism shit, turned his head backwards and jumped up and caught it with his hands facing the other way. Right, okay. Okay.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
No, it's fake.
What's old
The whole
expression,
thing was
3
fake.
yards in a cloud of dust. In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense. This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A first down carry here for Johnson. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. This complete to Jones. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw here. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8.
Hey, 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 hey. Like 56.
He'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only have the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as a head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman, and he will score. Touchdown, Lions. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Madden just returned a favor from earlier. That's all it did. Yes.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Who's my linebacker?
This will be caught at about the 6. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down.
And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown.
All you had to do was tackle him. All you had to do.
Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Go!
They'll set up to throw.
I threw that,
He's
dude.
going to be brought
Oh my God, man.
Back at his own 6-yard
I got a
line.
fucking block.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon
Y'all
this
have
offensive
to
line
block
is having.
for
It
me.
is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Go for the one-handed animation instead of putting both hands up. Really, Madden?
Boy, so
A little one-handed
another
animation?
interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a
course
little
he
bit.
And as you would expect, still
Go for
work in
one
progress here in his
stupid-ass
second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches,
What kind of animation
they have
was
to
that, Madden?
evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard
That was
completion on
bullshit
1st
animation,
down.
what that was.
2nd and 5. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
26 Mike. Wild Bill.
Looking to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got to dig down deep, and they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down. Meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out.
I threw that. Get off your Oh my God. All you had to do is get off the fucking block, dude. Get off your fucking block.
Number 7 overall pick.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come
Fucking
after the
trash.
quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
No, they have him
This
as
is sort of
marked
what
as a
you would
punter
call
in the
put-away
draft.
drive. They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball
I
game.
clicked on and
But
picked
there's a
that
lot
one.
of knowledge
Well, he
to be
wouldn't.
gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback?
That his pass is intercepted.
Eli Apple's not
for
even
the 4th
good.
time today.
Eli Apple's not even that fucking good, bro. He's really not, dude. That's why he got cut off the fucking first team he played for.
Oh, this is becoming tough to watch.
That's why he got cut off the fucking
I
Giants.
don't know that I've seen 3 pick-sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick-sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
That's fielded in the end zone. And
I doubt he would say
down
that.
here at about the 17.
Oh, great. You just hurt my running back. My season's
We're
over.
gonna get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a
Because
line
everybody else has
shake
been
it
able to
up.
run on, with the exception
While
of
the
you.
training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
No, it just showed him hurt.
They begin the drive with Johnson, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as as his nightmare afternoon continues. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Hey, Haywood. Ready?
2nd and 9 now. Complete. It's Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Okay, some people call it the shuffle pass. Some people call it a shovel pass, but this worked really well. And it's hard to do in the NFL because of the big bodies that tend to clog up the middle of the field. But the execution was excellent there, able to get it done and get upfield for big yardage.
Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. They'll look to throw here. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson.
Ready, break. Recon, 132, Fox, hit it.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Yes. Yes.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
I see that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident.
And
yeah, right, dude. Your dude should lead the fucking pass wrong where I tell you to put it.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Lead the fucking pass, Jake Fromm. That's all you have to do.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
You know what? Fuck.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this one.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack is by Janoris Jenkins coming in off the corner.
Game's over. It doesn't matter at this point.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
47.
They'll look to throw. He's got Curse. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out.
Ready?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And they're going to set
a different
up
route.
shop at the 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second
I
year
didn't hit the
in
wheel
league
route
as
on that play.
quarterback, but that's gonna
On that
be
play,
one
I
of
didn't
the
hit the
flips
wheel
on the
route.
tape. He's
On
like,
that one play
I
where I
shouldn't
hit
have
you.
thrown that
I did
ball.
not
No
hit.
doubt about it,
No, I
and
did
his
not hit the
coaching
wheel
staff
route.
will be
You go back and look
emphatic
at the
about
play
he
on
shouldn't have
YouTube,
thrown that
which you
ball,
need
but
to do. You'll
remember,
see I didn't hit the wheel
second year,
route.
as you noted, on the job training, so he's got
When I
to
scored
take
that
this
touchdown.
feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 25 yards that time.
Ready? Go. Mike 51. Mike 51.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Romeo Aquara. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Second and long. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
So stupid.
And they are going to score again. Yet another
It wouldn't let me
touchdown
tackle
as they
Latavius.
just
It's
added
dumb
their
as fuck.
totals.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Did you hear that? Did you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right
She's
now.
going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Lions on third down. Just one conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, shoot.
They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. And they can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush.
Yet again, I threw that.
And down he goes again.
I'm tired of hitting the button to throw and my guy not releasing the football. As soon as I hit the button, that thing should be out of my fucking hands.
Important 3rd down.
Let's go, defense. Look at me. Zipper. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there. 56. Hey, box drop. Now.
They're going to look to throw. He's got his man. It's Curse. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Let's go. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. And on. 26, Mike. 26.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now back to throw. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
26, Mike. Pick it up. 26, Mike. 26, Mike.
Back to throw here. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Hey, check motion, man. Put your hands on it.
He'll look to throw. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is
Wow,
easy.
now you're really going to kick an onside fucking kick, Charlie. You're
not
up.
worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
And the Lions are able to cover this one up. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they
Yeah,
couldn't.
you're already winning by enough, and I'm supposed to be your fucking friend. No, that ain't cool, bro.
And someone has said here that the data says that
Nope,
when a team's
I'm just gonna need the game
expecting an
out.
onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we
Oh
saw
no, that's
here.
still a bitch move to do
I
against
just
the
wonder
friend.
if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Looking to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. 3rd down here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback